All right, here at McMahon Stadium, again, you can see behind us all the people that have gathered here to give back and to start volunteering to help rebuild our city, as well as welcome people back to their homes that have been displaced. Right now, we're going to go check in with Alanna Nolan, who's giving us an update from the Calgary Stampede.
Stampede 101 is a go. Calgary Stampede Chairman and President Bob Thompson announced in a press conference Monday morning. And while the rebuild and cleanup is extensive, the greatest outdoor show on earth will open its gates 5th, come hell or high water.
Good morning, and thank you for coming, particularly on a dry, sunny day. In 11 days from now, on July 5th, we will proudly open the gates to Stampede 101. Over the past 4 days, we have experienced the strong of Mother Nature and the very best of our resilient and spirited community. Home is where the heart is, and our hearts go out to so many of those affected by the floods, including members of our own Stampede family. Throughout our entire history, we have never canceled a show, despite 2 wars and a Great Depression. 2013 will be no exception. We have witnessed families coming together, neighbors coming together, and communities coming together. Even as we are challenged with the cleanup, we are looking forward to hosting our guests with a place to pause, to join with family and friends, and celebrate community pride. Like so many Albertans, I am pleased to see our Stampede volunteers in action around the province. They have been present at city emergency centers and have hosted breakfasts for hundreds of military personnel and first responders in Canmore. Having personally toured the park and facilities extensively, I have witnessed our team working around the clock, 24 hours a day, to put on the very best show under these challenging circumstances. We have pumped millions of gallons of facilities, scraped the mud from our tarmac, commenced the cleanup of our park, all to welcome guests from around the world. Last year, the theme of our centennial was, "We are greatest together." A year later, this motto could not be more true. We are greatest together, and we will be hosting the greatest outdoor show on earth, come hell or high water. I will now turn it over to our CEO, Vern Kimball.
Thanks, Bob. Like many people in southern Alberta, we've been pumping out flooded basements. We've also been pumping out the track and the infield. As Bob said, we've pumped out millions and millions of gallons of water. We want all of those affected by flooding in southern Alberta to have the opportunity to take a break from these difficult circumstances. Many of our employees and volunteers have flooded basements and flooded homes, including mine. We're going to do whatever it takes to be ready for July 5. We're in the midst of draining and drying all the buildings, removing damaged materials, and replacing and restoring everything we can. The job of cleaning and restoring our other buildings and facilities, including the racetrack and infield, is monumental. There's a ton of work to be done. Once that's completed, we're going to run a concentrated version of Stampede setup and infrastructure installation. Our employees and volunteers have been awesome, some of whom have worked 36 hours or more straight to prevent damage to key infrastructure. And we have been humbled and overwhelmed by the unbelievable number of offers of help from the community to assist us in getting ready for Stampede 101. Partners and sponsors have been instrumental in providing access to expertise, equipment, material, and people. Sponsors like TransAlta, NMAX, BMO, Bell, Synovus, ATCO, Tervita, Burnco, Heritage Park, and U of C, and too many others to mention, have offered to help. The Government of Canada, the Government of Alberta, and the City of Calgary have reached out to us to help coordinate planning and resources. And we've had offers of help from Edmonton to Toronto, and even from places as far away as Missouri, California, and Texas. We were temporarily overwhelmed by the force of nature. Now we are overwhelmed by those asking us how they can help the Stampede. We are extremely grateful. We're going to have a great rodeo, exciting chuck wagon races, amazing entertainment, and a midway full of fun at Stampede Park. Young people will hang out on the midway, families will create some fun memories, and visitors will see the resilience of Calgarians firsthand. Stampede 1 will be a testament to the desire of the community to rally, to come together in the face of adversity. Thank you.
Now, I spoke with Director of Ranch Rodeo and Chuck Wagons, Keith Merrington, today, and he said he hasn't even been home yet. And he also said that the grounds are really difficult to see like this, but we'll get her done. We always do.